Reduces your damage by 15%. Like, received damage.
So group damage or just you damage?
Just the person I specify.
Oh, so you can pick a target to reduce damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Forgive me, my friends, but I must return to Magaduta. For the time being, there I can better manage this crisis and dispatch my troops as the situation demands. In that case, we shall carry out an investigation of our own here in the city. Mayhaps the residents can tell us more about the first of the transformations and the conditions under which it occurred. If we can ascertain what exactly triggered these tragic events, it may give us some insight as to a possible solution. Time is of the essence. Let us split into 3 groups that we may cover more ground. Alice and I will see to Paxapa, Thancred, and Istola make for Dharma. I leave Artha to Graha and Dragonfire. Any information you can gather on the first blasphemy or the manifestations of the final days here in the city would be most helpful. When we have completed our respective inquiries, let us reconvene in the front of Magaduta, and we might share what we've learned with the satrap. Quest accepted. Hey, Graha, I know you're gonna want me to drag you around town. Shall we be off then? Artha is the home to the High Crucible of Alchemia, whose alchemists forged many of our warding scales. That seems as good a place as any to begin our investigations, don't you think? I spoke briefly with Nahadin, the chief alchemist there, on our task visit. He should be happy to answer our queries. Raha is going to follow along. Oh, I can't remember. We never did touch the crystal here yet, did we?
Remember, it's still not operating.
Oh, it's still not?
Well, at least at the beginning when we first came in here.
Okay, so where am I supposed to be going with Graha? Okay, so I'm still going the right way. That's good. Touching the crystal. Nope. Temporary disabled. Okay, so it's still disabled. I'm assuming it'll get undisabled soon. Item comparison. Sweet, so a new item there. So we will equip that, and I forgot to use this. Okay, so that'll give me a new helmet. So equip that. Can I? Oh, a helmet looks like glasses. Sweet. Sort of. Okay. Rolling along. Hey, I haven't seen any circles yet. Come on, Graha, I know you want to communicate with me. You're like my #1 fanboy. No circles? Huh. New Hadin. Ah, I remember those red eyes. You were with those scions who commissioned the scales from us, yes? I welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubling times? We are assisting the satrap in investigating the crisis that plagues the city. Did you happen to catch sight of any of the creatures? I did. As I was going about my work, I was distributed by crashing footsteps so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed outside and could not believe what I befell. The night sky was burning. Suddenly, I heard panicked screams coming from the direction of the Belshan Bazaar. In the next instant, a monstrous beast poked its head out from amidst the stall. A handful of the Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be sent sprawling as the fiend and its minions propelled themselves skyward. So the blast came from the vicinity of the market. This knowing may prove useful. I thank you for sharing your tale. Well, I do believe we now know where we should inquire next. To the bazaar, then. Take me to your leader. Alright, which way is the way there? Okay, that way. Okay, get that fixed and sorted. To the circular area. Gotta find them quests. Keep the story rolling. There is a spot. But is that's the right spot? What you first? Discuss. So this is the Thavnirian weave. I must say it bears a resemblance to the traditional fabrics of Corvus. Small wonder really, given that it's just across the water. Not that I am much of an expert in Corvosi culture, of course. I've not had the occasion to visit my ancestral home since coming to Charlian, and like as not, I will never reside there again. That said, in recent days, I've felt more acutely aware of my heritage and grateful for it. It is thanks to my forebears that I inherit the royal eye, and with it, the wisdom of the ancient Alec. And so, well, I simply hope that my countrymen are safe, and one day when this calamity is but a memory, I would like to see Corvus again, if only once. Hello, you? Forgive me, but my shop's closed until further notice. Needless to say, we've more pressing concerns these days. We have come not in search of wares, but information concerning the enormous fiend that tore through the bazaar. Did you perchance witness anything? Afraid not, my friend. I was here the whole time, so I only saw its little minions. Made a mess of the place, they did. While that was all going on, the great big one tore through the west side of the bazaar. You better luck asking there. Hey, stop staring at my graw. He's my fanboy. Going to the other side of the market, or the bazaar. There's a person right there, but is there another square near somewhere? There's a sightseeing log just to make Zero drool all over his keyboard. Ooh. You probably missed it too. Okay, so should we start with you or the other guy? Let's start with you because I'm here. Sisters have mercy, what is happening to the world? What am I to do? Is nowhere safe? Settle down, friend. The danger has passed, at least for now. If it's not too painful to remember, could you tell us what you saw? First, I heard the screams, then a horde of raving beasts came charging towards us. One of them was huge, bigger than a Marid, throwing people about like rag dolls, and it was eating them. I hid under the counter, saw others do the same. But the shrieking and wailing kept getting louder, and more voices in the throng, beasts or victims. I couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening. I still don't. That is enough, my good man. You were brave to share with us your tale. Many of your fellow merchants are safe. The High Crucible too has survived most unscathed. Pray stay close to your friends and loved ones and rest your body and mind while you are able. Okay, we are on to the next spot. We will talk to Zetahanar. Good one. Is something the matter, traveler? If you are lost, perhaps I could be of assistance. Your offer is most appreciated. We are not lost, but we are in need of information. Might you know anything about the gargantuan beast that rampaged through the bazaar? Aye, I saw it all, though I wish I had not. I was going about my work when all of a sudden a piercing scream cut through the air. I turned around and there was the fiend, its massive body bursting through the entryway with the force of a tidal wave, and then it was gone as quickly as it came. That is the extent of what we will learn here. I think we shall take a moment to consider our findings elsewhere. Alright, there is the circle, which is probably the right circle. Okay. Judging by their accounts, the transformation had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. It tore through the west side of the bazaar and headed towards the Aetherite Plaza. In other words, the blasphemy may have first appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, the people in that mayhem can surely tell us more. Maheni, I think. They said the word wrong again. Oh. That one had some lingering after effect. Well, let's go to that. Sorry. Well, that was kind of pointless. Alright, so talk to this guy here. Rule Mary. Even after repair, all the damage, it'll take a while for business to pick up again. You mean the blasphemy? That's what the Radiant have been calling it anyway. I saw it too. We all did. I was standing here at the counter as Maherdri poured me a drink, and suddenly there came this dreadful sound like a angry groan. It was unlike anything I've ever heard. I turned around in shock, and from an ominous cloud of black mist rose the creatures, enormous and ghastly to behold. As for what happened next, to recall it sends shivers up my spine. By some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got his claws on me. But the sight that greeted me offered no solace. The blue sky above turned red as blood. Married myself and the others. Survivors clung to each other for dear life until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to burn? I'm certain of it. The windows here offer a clear view of the sky, and I saw nothing out of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Interesting. Going after the enormous beast, are you? Aye, I saw it, including the very instant that poor bastard transformed. Damn the gods for putting me there. It started over there by the window. A few merchants probably taking a drink and drinking, talking and drinking. Conversations must have taken a turn for the worse. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands, and black mist was swirling about him. Then his whole body burst apart, and there stands a hideous slavering beast, massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrieking, then the black mist comes again, until the change takes them too. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, do you perchance know who those merchants were? No, I decorator by trade, not much cause to mingle with their sort. Saw Mahili the barmaid chatting with them, though. She might know something. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Mahanes. What can we get you? We have come not for liberations, but rather for information. You are a Mahili, yes? We are investigating the so-called blasphemy on the Satrap's behalf. We hear it was one of your customers, a merchant, that first underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him? He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Kalzal was his name. He ran with his own consortium, dealing primarily in the exports of Thavnerian specialties. Where have I heard that name before? It's though we've met Matsya. Yes, that name rings a bell. Didn't you meet them both on your first trip to Thavnir? If I recall, yeah, he was that trader. If I recall correctly, Kazal ran a trading operation in Yidalmad, and it was there that you made Matsya's acquaintance. Yes, that is the same Kazal, a rather successful man from what I remember, or what I gather. That said, it was clear that he had fallen on hard times of late. Those ghastly towers popping up everywhere cannot have been good for business. Even now, with the towers gone, the collapse of the empire has led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. The market for luxury is surely not what it once was. Trying times for the head of a trading consortium indeed. Kazal was a compassionate man. Even as his own business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, that was the very topic of yesterday's meeting, as far as I could hear. Yet as they discussed matters further, Kazal's tone grew grave and grim. It was then that... Forgive me, I would not have you recall the memory if it brings you pain. If I could, I would ask just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Kazal in particular, please? Anything at all? Sorry, nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else could help you. Kazal lived for his work and had no family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best, but they too are lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbors know something I do not. I can direct you to them if you believe it will help. What do you say? Mela has information that should serve you well. Zol's made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, Kazal lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood. Kama, the name is new to me. How do we get there? I'll write down some directions. I cannot promise that you'll find what you seek there, but if nothing else, it is a start. Come, let's see where this lead takes us. So Graha is still following me. Sweet. Hey, circles! Oh, I didn't attune to this one. Sweet. Good thing I checked. You have attuned yourself to Shara's ahead. I think I got them all now. As for directions, okay. Let's see, after leaving the Mahane, we're to retrace our steps and head back towards Aether Plaza. Okay, back to the plaza. Circles down there. Moving through the market. Sweet circle. Ask for more directions, right? Is that what you're gonna say? Yes, it is. From here, we ascend the stairs. What else? Resident of Kama should know more of the circumstances. If we follow Mahani instructions, we'll be there in no time. Let's ascend the stairs. I feel like that's not the right way. Oh, yes, it is. I know where I'm going. I know where it is. I remember being there. Gonna get us to turn here and go down that hallway. As this must be used, in which case we should take the path leading southeast. Yes. There's another circle there. Yay! What do you got? If we keep going this way, we should arrive in Kama before long. Walking these unfamiliar streets is quite the adventure, is it not? I can only hope we can explore Razathan at our leisure once the crisis has passed. Alrighty, circle time. And this must be Kama. We have arrived at last. Let us begin questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us more about Kazal. Given recent events, I imagine many are taking shelter indoors. So, what you want me to do is barge into their houses. Tell me everything you know as I break through the doors. Kazal, you say? Yes, I've known him since he was a boy. If there was ever a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return. He spends his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. You could say it came to him as easily as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really. What with how dangerous travels has become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt racking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then at night I heard the door open. I looked out to see Kazal sitting on a bench, his head hung low, a man with the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Alright, well, I'm back. For a little
Welcome
bit.
back. I see the situation must have been quite dire indeed. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary? Nothing to speak of other than the troubles with his consortium. He was the same old Kazal, cordial and honest like always. These questions you are asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in the terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughter told me not to venture outside, stuck in here as I am. I've heard little about these bazaars going on. Rest assured the city is safe for now, but the situation may change without warning. I urge you to stay close to your daughter and be prepared to take refuge should the Sachab order it. Okay, now where's the next house we're gonna barge in and go, give me all your information?
All of them.
Okay, so I got all the crystals. Oh, here's a door. Are you gonna have information in here? You do. Could you come back another time? I just woke up, and I'm not exactly in the mood for idle chit-chat. Well, that's one way to avoid the panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion, you may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavnir. I encourage you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask a question or two. Did you know a local merchant named Kazal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? Kazal, I know him. In fact, we spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around thanks to a generous order from the Revida Fibers, while he was practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken with him since, but I assume it all went well. Dejan Baha might be able to tell you more, though as I recall, he was the one who brokered the arrangement. Dehan at the Revida Fibers? That sounds promising. Okay, so now we're heading back to the market area, I think. Or not quite. Where? Oh, way the hell over there. Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Arrow.
Well, there's
What?
only 12 people. 3,000. But
Oh, you should try
I can't hear you
Savick.
too well.
Well, no, he's kind of stepping back from his mic. You should try what Savick taught on YouTube. Change your realm
no.
for it to automatically load in.
Yeah, but then I can't do my retainer shit.
Oh god, I haven't even looked at my retainers in a while. Okay, I need... It'll allow... Oh, good, it does allow me. Sweet. Uh-oh. Shit. Damn it. No! Oh, that was dumb. Now I gotta go all the way fucking back there. Oh, that's gonna be further walk now.
Get your exercise.
I don't need it in game. Maybe in real life, but not in game. Damn it, that sucks. Can I jump out the window? No. Well, that is craptacular. I gotta run him all the way. No. And of course, this place doesn't have shortcuts. Well, ones that I can use, I mean. Alright, up the stairs. Yeah, oh yeah, so, Fro was saying, why couldn't they have released those instead of the boy bunnies? I would have totally taken that race. So
Ooh, I found a better one. I found one that I want better than the bunnies.
So even Fro thought that race was super cute. Don't tell me there's a better race than the bunnies.
There's something that's even cuter that I really want to play. I want to be.
Oh God. Discuss the way to Dharma. If I am not
But it's
mistaken,
gonna
these
be just in the eye
stairs
of the beholder.
lead to Dharma. It is quite the sight, the red sky above. Sounds like you found a demon. During the final days of yore, the heavens burned and the stars fell. Creation's magics run amok. That was my assumption when I saw Amarat. Perhaps the ancients believe the same, that the terror of a single power individual was the cause of their calamity. And yet, those selfsame horrors now manifest themselves before our eyes. What could it be that set the heavens aflame and turning ordinary men into beasts? And Keith, I like how you were trying to avoid me from cluing into the answer, but I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was the frickin' forum.
Yeah, but there's still a bunch of dicks.
Well, okay, but now you kind of get a little better perspective. At least the father is now acknowledging the children. Because they were given this task from Heidelin a long time ago.
Yeah, but the problem was, if they would have known this a long time ago, they could have probably prevented some of this by actually working together with everybody.
Well, no, but see,
no, we can't do nothing.
They were given an enchantment that they couldn't
I
even talk
understand.
about it.
They couldn't talk about it, but doesn't mean they couldn't help the world.
Well, no, because they were placed in Heidelin's care as the contingency plan, just like the moon creatures are. They were placed in play for the contingency plan. So everything that they've been doing was to create a fail-safe backup that if worse comes to worse, they have some form of leftover.
Yes, but why couldn't they be contingency plan and provide help and information?
Because they couldn't talk about it. That's the problem. If they could talk about it, it would be a different story. But because they were under obligation that they could not talk about it, how can you explain the situation without talking
Yes,
about it?
but why would Heidelin say you can't talk about it?
Because Heidelin was, like I said, creating a contingency plan while putting us on our own course. She was trying to bring in, like, she was getting weak and she was trying to call out to heroes, and eventually we were one of the heroes that came out. You're making me go the wrong way now.
Just go do your story.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand the questions and all that stuff. Again, with how good this writer is writing the story, we'll soon figure out all of it. I hope. Or more confusion.
Nope, it gets so dark you can't even see anything.
Well, right now it does seem that way, doesn't it? Like even
Did you watch the cinematic that Zero just watched, or are you still slightly behind him?
I'm behind him.
Okay.
I just came out of the dungeon. I'm still dragging Graha around the town. Taking my #1 fanboy to places. Discuss
Did you make it to the new zone yet, Keith?
Yep.
They're farming silkworms. They must be Rahadine fibers, where we should find the Jin Baha.
Have you met the blue girl?
Yep.
I want to play that as a character.
Well, you can't.
I know.
Oh, guys.
I would still rather play the rabbit.
Oh, it just sounds like there's new future races coming into play. And hurry, I say there is no time to waste. Pardon me, but you are in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions that we would like to. I'm sorry, but I simply don't have the time to chat. If you haven't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return.
Come on, man. Start doing the different voices.
I don't know how to do different voices. Making this complicated already. Just me reading is complicated. In that case, might we be of assistance? Perhaps we could speak when the job is done. Very well. You can start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others what to put where. And you, can you carry our fabrics? Go through that door and speak with Kamala. She'll tell you the rest. I'm going to see this vice president?
Oh, snap.
Remember, these tactiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care.
At least somebody will find her.
I'm confused by that answer. I must be missing something now. Is that the right door?
Well, nobody knows where she is.
Weren't they complaining about her real bad lately too? Or is that just in general?
No, they were doing stupid news pieces. Saying that because she said that they were complaining to her, or she said that she doesn't trust Bluetooth with security, which makes perfect sense, and she'd rather trust using her wired headphones, which is perfectly understandable. You know, you don't know if anybody can sneak into your thing and listen in. It's a perfectly valid thing, but instead of making a proper piece, they had these stupid like newsstand things saying, oh, she's against this or this or this, you know, like because she chose to say, for security reasons, I'd rather use these. Like news is just going out of their way just to make stupid fluff pieces now instead of something more important.
I've been doing that for 6 years now.
No, I know,
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
they gotta keep their base freaking crazy so that they can win in 2022 and then 2024.
so the Politico or whatever news just created a really stupid fluff puff piece to the point that all of these people are like, what are you fucking even doing? This is waste of a news reporter. Making news reporters look bad at that point. And that's what was going on from my understanding. I don't know if there's more. I could be missing a whole nother story on that whole thing. This area is for employees only. Out. I was told to come here, you mean elephant. What? That you come to help? Oh, praise be the Mindaruva. Kind stranger, I welcome your assistance. On your way here, you passed 3 storehouses, yes. You know what? If only I knew the voice of... Fuck, what is his name now? That freaking cartoon.
Just get Anu to do all the voices for you for the elephants.
Wow. But no, I was trying to remember that fucking cartoon. It's that Elephant Regal cartoon.
Babar.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what they look like.
Barbar.
No, they had normal arms, and their arms
Yeah,
and
they
legs
did have normal
were,
arms, not...
they had the...
No, they had the elephant
they
feet.
not technically have hands or feet, technically. They just had
The stubs.
Cylinders.
Like, yeah, they had like the circles. Yes, you're right. They had the
Yeah, I
elephant.
remember Babar.
They just the elephant that was standing up. Yes. But it's the face. Now that I remember, I can't believe that just came into my head now. Like that's like completely random.
I can't believe that ended with the poacher getting Babar too.
Say what? What? Okay, I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing to the end. And excuse me, what?
Well, obviously a poacher doesn't get Babar. God damn it, Chris.
Like, holy crap, like, what? Just confused the shit out of me. I'm like, I don't remember
Went all
poacher.
Bambi. Went all Bambi on Babar.
Some dude runs out of the bushes and takes his tusks and leaves the body to rot in the hot sun.
That's right. Screw you, Babar.
Oh my god.
And they secretly pay the monkey guy money under the table. He's the one that set it all up.
I don't remember the entire cartoon at all. That half the stuff you're mentioning now I don't remember. Oh god, I only just remember him having a crown, but only when he was older.
The rhino people have gone extinct.
Yeah, weren't they against them? Yeah, the rhinos were against them, right?
Kinda.
I'd like you to carry that small crate to Brifha by the storehouse near the hatchery. And you know what? I'm not going to do the voices because I don't want to get canceled.
Clearly no one would mistake that for racism.
Bullshit! I guarantee they will. They'll classify it under the whatever face, but with voices.
To make it acceptable, just paint your face brown and then...
okay, yeah, that...
No.
Oh, wow. You just made this stream... You just made this stream extremely dark. It's bad enough we gotta deal with we gotta have to listen to our prime minister getting called out for stuff that he did as a teenager. Oh boy, and the massive crates that goes to whatever the middle. Okay, I already read that. Those are all the crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here complete. Okay, good. You have a limited time to complete the task. Should you fall, return to the... Okay, so I might fall? Where's my box? What? Pick up the light crate. Okay, how's this... How could I fall? Where am I supposed to take it?
I never had to take them super far.
Do I take it to him?
No, it's just down a ways. You'll see they'll have...
This guy has a quest symbol over him.
Usual thing over him.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really a time limit.
Fred, is it? Then you come to the right place. We thank you for your aid. No, it's just he said don't fall in the description thing. I'm like, wait, what? I can fall over?
You should figure out the delay because it is so annoying.
Well, right now my whole network thing is going all south. I mean, I think it's been okay. Well, it's kind of going green to semi-yellow. I'm running something else in place.
I haven't noticed any of the choppiness. It's just the delay that's like you're talking about it in Discord, but then your character's like behind.
There's no such thing as instant.
Yeah, I'm running everything without delay now in the thing. This is just the internet now at this point.
Yeah.
No, Twitch has always been like that. There's a delay.
Like, how big is the delay from my talking of Discord versus what's
10 seconds.
Is it really? So
Well,
without the delay in there, which I had it at 15 seconds, you're saying it's only 5 seconds better.
Yeah, but Twitch has always had like at least 5 second or 10 second delay. It's just that's just the way it works, I believe. Like for at least normal people, anyway.
Yeah, I guess you just don't notice it until you're in like Discord with somebody actually streaming.
That's fair, I guess. A crate full of clothing, is it? I can take that off your hands. Many thanks for the delivery. I mean, as long as... See, our conversation will be fine. So as long as everything that goes into Twitch is in sync, then that's fine. It's the only part that I worry about. Okay, so... And at that, so there's... Oh, more, I guess. Holy shit! Super Bunny. I think that person's just standing there just to feel powerful. But guess what? My turn! Incredible Hulk time. Jeez, interacting taking forever. But I gotta get a few crunches in there to lift that? Roar! I am huge. Feel my box lifting power while I'm running around.
I was gonna say it should make you feel weak because the Taro can lift it too.
Hey, no! Why? No! Why'd you have to say that as the Taro runs by me? Oh, now I do feel weak. It's even got bunny ears, carbuncle ears. They say you're quite the brawny one, aren't you? No, I'm not, because the Taro just walked next to me, doing the same thing. The good thing that never know when you'll need to defend yourself in these unpredictable times. A crate full of fabric, is it? Exactly what I was hoping to receive. Here, let me put that away for you. Hi. You've carried all the crates to the storehouse, you say? And so quickly, too. Why, I'd never seen anyone so strong. And I and my associates will see to the rest. So please return to Dajinabaha and assure him our work is proceeding apace. To tell the truth, we're grateful for the distraction. Too many terrible happenings of late, but generous souls like yourself give me hope that we may emerge from this trials even stronger. I pray we meet again in more peaceful times. What he's telling me is, F off. I don't want to see you until this shit's fixed. Did you figure out how to get to that sightseeing spot 0? The one up in the basket.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Looks like it's a complicated procedure for you.
No.
Done, as I asked, have you? Yes. If Kamala is satisfied with your work, and so am I. You have done us a great favor, traveler. I too have delivered... Sorry?
I just heard a Cylon go by.
I don't know what they sound like, or at least I can't remember. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatuses entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we'll not lose any more to those fiends. I take it that your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed? We do not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning skies in confusions, and then before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the door, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony, such terror, and in the next instant, he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then he too transformed. I'm sorry, there was something you wanted to ask. Indeed, you knew the merchant Kazal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Gazal, I know him well. We arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of favor, but in the end we received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission, and we have been fools to refuse. I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand we simply had no choice. He tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejections and despair were plain as day. He said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. You remember what we saw in Vanasapati, yes? Soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink, turning into beasts, one after the next? It would seem the same phenomenon occurred here. The poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing the change. I suspect that everything began with Khazal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered from the most profound and piercing despair. Wait, could that be it? That such intense emotions were what triggered his transformations? We're all going back to that mood flower again. It's the celestial current that nobody has a visual of. Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Okay, Grahati is eager to share all you have learned with your companions. We were to reconvene with the Ellis in front of Magaduta, were we not? That should be just outside. With any luck, they will have already returned from their own investigations. My friend, we must take our leave. I pray that your establishment is spared further tragedy, but remember, your lives are far more precious than anywhere's. If you are ordered to flee, do so without hesitation. Indeed, I thank you for your concern, and I pray you two take care of as well. Take care as well. Ugh. And that is not the way out. This way is. Oh, you cheated and just dropped off from there. Okay.
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
Yes, we have. Got a lot of scary stories.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
Recap time. And of course, the recap always comes with my silent voice. God, give my character a voice and not a mime.
So the merchant Karzal was gravely concerned about his business.
Okay, we'll just give
in
it
the
one of
days
those girl
preceding
bunny
his
voices.
untimely end.
I mean, I did pick those.
Not those girl bunnies.
You talking about the little ones?
Yep.
That would be so hilarious to see that giant creature speaking in such a squeaky voice. So the merchant Gonzalo was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his ultimate. Ah.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If
They're
so,
mood creatures.
then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold
Oh, things
horrors.
just got interesting.
Had they simply lost control, surely it would have
Shut up,
manifested
you.
in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered
I still have
solely by the darkness
2,054
in their
people to go
hearts.
through.
A common thread with what
Oh,
we now
1970.
Well,
witness.
start stabbing.
What, go to everybody's houses, stab them offline?
So he's got to go through them, so he's got to go through somehow.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged
Start working
with
on that
magic alone,
stabbing arm.
those of today are born of sentient beings. Why remains to be seen. But there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not. Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me. We have it on good authority that Karl Zahl's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast. Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
Look! It's the satrap! The satrap!
Thank the heavens.
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Balaka's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday, and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share.
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
Uh-oh. Why you gotta bring despair into this thing?
You are?
I'm Matya of Akyali, a humble fisherman.
Because you shall be fighting the 7 deadly sins.
I remember you from our first visit.
You
Wait,
better turn
you're...
your lights on to their brightest, Chris.
But...
My lights on to their
But no.
breasts? What do you mean?
That can wait. When the
Cause
skies
shit
turn
is
red,
gonna get dark.
I set off for Balaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
So she's gonna change in the middle of this group, isn't she?
Have mercy,
Jesus.
Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors limb from limb.
Oh, this is gonna get dark.
What if we are too late, huh? They catch
I
him,
know exactly
stick
what's
their
gonna happen.
fangs
This is
into
not
him.
cool at all.
The fangs! The screams!
Get away from her, now!
How did something so small turn into something so large?
That Trinity Jed.
Damn it! We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Run as fast as you can.
Man, just hit 89.
Ooh. It's a weapon. Oh my! And then. Okay, that's so dark and so wrong. It just
Squishy. Well, you think that's dark?
Oh my God! I'm such an evil person to laugh at that. Oh God. Oh no, not cool.
Our people, you must save them.
Whoa!
My son.
Enough. You must run. For their sake and your own. Yes. You'll survive. You must.
Go, go, explosions! Come on, Graha, show us something awesome.
Graha uses leadership. It's super effective.
Be strong
my friends. Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations! Brave men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stola and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground. Above all, stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
Alphino! Alizé! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Matcha, show my friends to the village. I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest.
Right.
Go with them, will you? We will save these people. As many as we can.
Holy shit, that was fucking dark.
Told you. We've done a really good job at making the urgency be, like, palpable.